Officials with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality, Division of Marine Fisheries, and Department of Commerce, North Carolina Sea Grant, the North Carolina Coastal Federation, North Carolina State University, Carteret Community College, and Senator Norm Sanderson announced August 2nd the launch of the North Carolina Shellfish Initiative, part of a national effort focused on the social, economic, and environmental value of shellfish.
We've worked very hard. A lot of partners that you're going to hear from today have worked very hard to get to this point where we were able to line up all of the pieces to be part of the National Shellfish Initiative. Participating in the North Carolina Shellfish Initiative provides many economic development opportunities for North Carolina. There's great potential in restoring both our wild oyster populations as well as sustainably growing the mariculture industry. The restoration of oysters and the building of our mariculture industry is a bipartisan effort. Everyone, we can tell, is in support of this initiative.
Passionate voices fill the discussion around this industry because it's an integral part of our culture, our economy, and the protection and the enhancement of our natural resources. And today, let me say, we have a really good news story. The kind of story that Governor Cooper and I like. One that demonstrates environmental protection and economic prosperity are not mutually exclusive, but actually they go hand in hand. Without a doubt, it is impossible or hard to imagine North Carolina without the industry and tradition that surrounds our oysters and mariculture. And today, we are very happy to see a resurgence in North Carolina's shellfish industry. We want to make sure that this resurgence is done the right way. And to do that, we needed the right partners, we need the right science, and we need the right rules to ensure that we help this industry flourish. You know, there's power in number. And our new Shellfish Initiative, I see an outstanding opportunity for DEQ, the state, county officials, and NOAA to leverage all of our resources to focus on rebuilding and improving the shellfish industry. Investing in shellfish restoration and mariculture are good for the coastal economy, the state economy, and again, environmental protection and the enhancement of our natural resources. Joining the NOAA National Shellfish Initiative confirms that North Carolina is making a notable progress in rebuilding our shellfish resources and provides a catalyst for our state's oyster industry at all levels of government. It also makes North Carolina more competitive for federal shellfish and coastal restoration investment. This is a real investment. This will create real jobs and a real demand for skills that ripple through communities where this work is actually happening each and every day.
Here, I am totally in awe of the representation that we have here today. That is such a good sign going forward, that this industry can become the industry that I think everybody in this room knows it can in North Carolina, and bring all of the advantages and all the economic advantages and tourist advantages and everything. This is such a win-win for everybody. This year we continue the strategic investment with new funding for a water testing lab on the Outer Banks. This lab will open more than 50,000 acres of harvestable waters that have been closed to the shellfish industry in recent years. We also made new investments in shellfish pathology science here at CMAS and provided new funding for the aquaculture program at Carteret Community College. To give this industry the scientific and job training support it needs to grow. I promise you that my colleagues and I in the Senate and in the House will continue to do everything that we can to support you and help make the oyster industry prosper in our state.
Coastal aquaculture is growing in tremendous ways. Shellfish aquaculture is our fastest growing sector. I work with NOAA's Coastal Aquaculture Program with the National Ocean Service. Specifically work around the nation helping coastal managers such as the Division of Marine Fisheries, Division of Coastal Management, and others in siting and developing tools for making smart decisions about coastal aquaculture development. We want to make sure that aquaculture and restoration activities are developed in ways that provide the most economic return on investment, as well as are done with the most environmentally responsible methods. The North Carolina Shellfish Initiative aligns very closely with NOAA's National Shellfish Initiative. North Carolina is the 6th state in the nation to take on its own state-led initiative that aligns with our National Shellfish Initiative. It's the first in the Southeast region, and oysters, both in restoration and aquaculture, are big business and a bright future for North Carolina.
Shellfish mariculture development provides opportunities for increased economic resiliency, revitalization of our working coastlines, and support for healthy ecosystems for food, recreation, and commerce. In North Carolina particularly, the farm gate value of oysters, is what we discovered, is currently at $2.6 million, which is almost nearly double from what it was 1 year ago.
In 1967, actor Dustin Hoffman in the movie The Graduate had one lone word of advice for the next generation: plastics. Well, I'm not Dustin Hoffman, but today I have one word of advice for the next generation: shellfish. Shellfish have great potential for a prosperous future for our coast. They are the best indicators of the health of our coastal environment, and they can help grow our coastal economy in ways that are sustainable for both coastal residents and the natural environment. The initiative we are here today to launch will help us achieve these outcomes by providing more resources and talent that we all need to restore healthy populations of shellfish and to cultivate shellfish farming in a way that benefit both our coastal environment and its people.
And oysters are one of the unique organisms out there that is not only a resource, but a habitat. And it has evolved to grow on the backs of its ancestors, as it were. So they are reef building, and those reefs are incredibly important to the habitat.
We are looking at oysters as it's certainly an industry driver, it's a product driver, but it's also got things that it needs to have. And Sea Grant is one of the partners that will bring things like safe seafood handling. How do you distribute these oysters, in this sense, in a safe and healthy way? How do you think about workforce development? How do we work with our high schools and our community colleges to bring that expertise into the pipeline of what we're trying to develop with partnerships?
What I'd really like to introduce you guys to is our newly established Shellfish Mariculture Demonstration Center, funded in part by a grant we received from NOAA back in 2015. The purpose of the center is twofold. First of all, it allows us to conduct applied research. We also work with industry partners on that. But right now at the center we have 4 species we're working with. Of course, we're working with the eastern oyster. We have them on display up here if folks want to come by. We're also working with hard clams and other established species here in North Carolina. And we recently begun a project with bay scallops. We're also working with Dave Eggleston on restoration of this species here locally. And an upcoming species that we just pulled out this morning and realized we need to harvest them pretty quick is the Sunray Venus clam that we stocked last year. So we're working with industry partners on that. The second part of the demonstration center is for hands-on training opportunities. So we work closely with Dave Serino on that, Carteret Community College, and also other partners such as Coastal Fed, UNCW Shellfish Research Hatchery, and others.
If you're going to kind of pour your life and lots of money into a business, you really want to have like a technical background. And, you know, the community college is providing that. And, you know, with the funding that we're going to be getting, I think it's really going to kind of increase the people that are able to get into this industry. You'd be surprised how excited kids are about oysters and things like that. So kids that aren't normally interested in lots of things are actually pretty excited about oysters and aquaculture. And it's really going to help us to get our next generation in so this can keep rolling, because that's going to be the important part.